America, a book is being taken off the shelf, and in too damn many classrooms in America, students are missing stories. On the horizon looms a great army of overprotective mothers and fundamentalist fathers bent on the destruction of our stories. I have seen the armies of illiteracy come conquering school districts one by one. One by one, bookshelf barricades break under banners belligerently boasting virtue. One by one, English teachers turn traitors to tales of beautiful delinquency. And one by one, imaginations vanish into the oblivion of orthodoxy. I see the ghost of J.D. Salinger weeping as Holden Caulfield was burned to the stake for taking the Lord's name in vain over 200 times. Huckleberry Finn remarks on how stupid it is in this here electrocution chamber as the guards flip the switch. Firing squads shoot mockingbirds to come to restaurant Atticus Finch's dead body. But there's no smell because everything's nice and clean now and the Lord of the Flies is safely locked away. And everything's nice and quiet too because ever since Maya Angelou left, no one cares why the caged bird doesn't sing anymore. But Aldous Huxley is doing fine. Because the farther away you push the brave new world, the closer it seems to get. And in many places, the battles are already lost. Playgrounds filling up with new toys and scoring equipment because kids can't play without them anymore. And strictly ethical games are surveyed by an approving frown of imaginations. Ashes, ashes, we all do what? Couldn't they? It is fear of the different that chokes life out of libraries, and the resulting terror-spun oxymoron of appropriate literature leads and feeds fundamentalist armies of illiteracy forever and ever again. But I remember that Americans are not descended from fearful men. I have seen the beginnings of the battle cry of the writers, and not with press releases, and not on daytime television, but trailing clouds of glory did they come. I had a dream that T.S. Eliot was blowing a trumpet on top of a public school in middle America. E.E. Cummings and Emily Dickinson were reflecting them on both sides, and Allen Ginsberg standing behind them all making lewd gestures. Edgar Allan Poe stood in front of the doors of a public library like a Gothic cathedral, ravens on his shoulders and a crazy-ass flame in his right eye, staring down the next SUV driver's apartment and wants to start shit. And Langston Hughes stood behind an arsenal of deferred dreams, hefting Harlem hearts like hand grenades for irrepressible creativity. And a great call was coming, and young fighters and writers lifted their heads at the sound of Walt Whitman's song, and the students rise and cry, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," and he says, "Rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung. For you the bugle trills." The scrumbles of vengeful English professors come shuffling down the streets, red pens in hand, preparing for war. And Robert Frost stops his horse in the snowy forest and looks over his shoulder, sensing his home friend. And he and William Carlos Williams look up in the village to get their shit ready. Because we are the music makers. We are the dreamers of dreams. We are the vanguard of unwelcome wisdom and the inappropriately beautiful. We don't sit still. We don't believe blindly. We don't talk softly, and we don't take kindly to being sensitive. And in the face of fear and passion, we are but few. But to the dwindling ears of a thoughtful nation, we defend ourselves from annihilation. At the hands of a terrified, absolute creed, our words are the monuments of those who once disagreed. So we will write, and we will think, and we may curse, and we may stick, and we're not always pretty, and we're not always true. But we lived our lives for beauty, and we wrote them down for you. We are the poets, and we march.